Welcome to the live Wicks Talk Show, a place where real conversation sparks inspiration. Join us as we dive into real stories, creativity, and moments that shapes us. Let's get into it.
We welcome you to Live Wicks. We want you down here on the show. We welcome you to Live Wicks. We want you down here on the show. Just take a minute, come down and interview on the show. Oh yeah. Just take a minute, come down and be a part of the show. Oh yeah.
Was knowledge that's about to be given today on the live Wicks Talk Show. What's good, family? You're locked into another episode of the live Wicks Talk Show. We talk real stories, real gems, and real impact in the culture. Today's guest is somebody who's not just shaping sound, but shaping legacy. We're sitting down with Jah Born, a two-time Grammy Award-winning music producer and an educator at the KSDJA School of Music Production. From chart-topping records to mentoring the next generation of producers, Jah Born represents the balance between craft, culture, and consistency. This conversation goes beyond awards. We're talking about the grind, the lesson behind plaques, the responsibility of winning, and what it really takes to build longevity in music. So whether you're a producer, an artist, or somebody chasing purpose through creativity, this episode is for you. So welcome to the Live Wicks Talk Show, none other than the man himself, Mr. Jah Born. How you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm feeling great, bro. How about yourself?
Man, I cannot complain, man. And I'm so thankful that you have came and been a part of the Live Wicks Talk Show, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've heard so much, man, so much. And I know so much.
Yes, sir.
But to hear from the man himself, man, is just a blessing to have you here today, man. So
man, glad to be here.
You know, we're going to jump right into it, man.
Let's get it.
I got some hot questions for you, man, on this episode, man. Mm-hmm. And first and foremost, man, how are you? How's the family?
Oh, man, amazing. You know, can't complain. I just look to be my best, be the best role model.
Be the best.
Model citizen, yes,
etc.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, they good, though. Yes, sir.
That's cool. Everybody's good, man. You're gearing up for the holiday season, man. We got 2 days to Christmas, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. I've been throwing a contest. Well, I wouldn't call it a contest, but a sample flip for the producers. We in week 4 right now. So I've been entrenched in work with that. And I've been doing this every year as a tradition for some years. So
that's what's up, man.
They keeping me busy right now.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know what? Good friends once said, man, you're so much focused. You're so very focused and in tune when you're so much needed. It makes sense.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's real. That's reality right there.
So much needed. So we're gonna jump right into it, man. Mm-hmm. For the people who may be hearing your name for the first time, who is Jah Born?
Man, Jah Born, man, I'm a producer, a music producer. Father, community leader, creative thought leader. You know what I'm saying? Mad scientist, glad scientist.
Yes, sir.
That's me, man.
Now, you being humble with it, man. Hey, talk your noise, man. So you know what I mean?
This I feel you. You know, I got a round of success in life with On and On, Erykah Badu. I've been blessed to have met her and have amazing bodies of work and experiences. Because of a song we did, we worked on, and so that's where my professional, journey in life began as a professional. Once I got with her and started working and doing music.
That's what's up, man. Because I was gonna get come to you and just say, when did you first realize music wasn't just a passion but a calling?
Man, you know what? I was already I'd already been busy in work, and that started to hit me. You know, at first it wasn't a calling. I was so young, and first got into it. It was like, yeah, it's a passion. You know, you can be, you know, you see little young men passionate about football at 14, 16, and 20.
Right.
You know, but do you know if it's your calling? Not if you tore that ACL at 22 or 23 in college, it may not. But you know what I mean? I didn't get that feeling until I was, you know, and down the line, I would say somewhere in the mid 2000s, after I had, you know, been in the big studio a couple times and saw that I was repeatedly being brought back in to high level music recording situations.
Yeah. Now, do you remember the first record or moment that made you say, "I want to do this for real"? When you say that, you remember? Do you remember? I'm taking you back a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know,
before the, you know,
like before I was just doing music as a hobby. And but when you say that, because it was an extension of me, of who I was, you know, in elementary school, middle school, high school, and beyond. I was a musician at the time. You know, always have been as long as I can remember, you know, been around musical instruments. You know, I started looking at it differently when I got into high school, because I started learning advanced ways in orchestra to read music and write sheet music, you know. And my brother was a DJ, my pops was a DJ, you know, so I got heavy influence on that end, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Naturally, man. That's what's up, man. I want to dab into the moments, man.
Yes, sir.
The Grammy moments, man. And I want to take you back a little bit, you know.
Yes, sir.
2-time Grammy Award winning music producer Jah Born, man. Take us back to the moment you found out you won your first Grammy.
You know,
where were you and what went through your mind?
I was at the actual ceremony. So this was the 40th annual awards, and she was nominated multiple times that year. And I just so happened to have produced, you know, one of the songs that was nominated, and it won a Grammy, Best Female R&B Performance. So I got a Grammy for that. And I was there in the audience. The award was announced in the pre-taping, and I went and accepted the award on behalf of Erica.
Okay.
In that moment, because she hadn't gotten there yet.
All right.
And that was my opportunity. So I went and accepted it in that moment. And so I was right there, live and direct on the scene.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Radio City Music Hall, New York. Yeah, and man, I mean, even though this was in the pre-taping, because the Grammys had a pre-taping where they gave away all the significant awards back then in the 90s. I don't know how it works now necessarily. I know that there was a pre-taping, and they would give all the awards for all the Black Music Awards away pretty much in the pre-taping back then. And Kelsey Grammer handed me that award, and I accepted on her behalf. I remember writing a little speech on a business card, like all the thank yous, and that business card kind of went away once I got up there.
Man, that feeling, that feeling, man, just that feeling to be a part of something like that, man. And,
yes, sir.
And still vibing right now. It's lifetime, man.
Oh yeah.
So that's awesome, man. You know,
I'm grateful.
Shout out to you on that, man, for being a part of that, man, and bringing that vision to life, man. And I was looking at a video. I don't know if you were visiting family back home, but you say, was it one day y'all did the On and On in the studio? It's just one day y'all was just vibing in the studio or something like that, and it just came about or something like that? I don't know if you was out of country or something like that when you started. I don't know.
No, man. I mean, you know, we obviously, you know, we're found a way to be introduced to each other, and just so happened to be in my home studio, and you know, ideas got to bubbling, and we had a full-blown song within a matter of days. you know, and we hadn't recorded it yet. It ain't like 2025, you know, where you can just go and you can literally do the whole song on your phone.
Wow.
You know, the steps took place that needed to take place before the song got released, you know. And she, you know, went through her journey, getting a sign, getting a record deal. And there it was.
And winning a Grammy and stuff like that, Jah, how did winning the Grammy change your perspective on success and pressure and purpose? You know what I'm saying? Or purpose.
Oh man. You know, I got to see how something can go from a thought or just an idea and come into fruition and be exalted to the highest level it can be exalted to. And it really was all a shock to me at first, but you know, it impacted my life. First of all, I got to learn the music industry, the ins and the outs of the industry in that process, and it was like a quick crash course. In that, I got to meet a lot of people, and be in the studio with a lot of folks because the song was successful. You know, I got calls and opportunities to be in different places, different cities. People wanted me in that studio, and because of that, I was able to learn in those environments. I was able to network in those environments, and I'd be around other people like-minded, and I learned first off psychology of the people in the music industry. I learned, you know, how to build a relationship with artists, and I mean that impacted me big time. How to work with artists in the studio, and not just be a producer that can make beats, but also have oversight and see in the studio.
So were there a lot of grinds and I mean, obviously mistakes and sacrifices when working with those artists? You got to be like, oh, okay, identifying. That's where the psychology part comes into play, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, as a producer, and this is any time you are involved in like improving yourself in your craft, building your skills, you should learn the psychology or learn from artists and learn how to build and refine and develop those relationships. You know what I'm saying? That is part of what you need business-wise to get to the next level. You see, you're gonna have to have an artist at some point to work with. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and that requires empathy, social skills, business skills, all kinds of stuff.
Man,
so
speak. Well, you preaching up here, man.
you gotta have all of that. You know what I'm saying? And and over the years and maturing over the years with that, you know, and understanding that life is a learning experience, all came together, and now I can teach it. You know what I'm saying, to young people, so they don't have to go through some of the things that I went through, and others. You know what I'm saying? On the way up the ladder. You know, I took one for the team, so they ain't have to.
Yeah, they ain't have to deal with the deer in the headlights. You know, they call them the headlight. You know how it's gonna be like. That's foreign language to them when you're talking to them, right?
Yeah. So yes, sir.
The craft, and the production game, man.
Yes, sir.
You're one of the coldest to do it. I call it ice water.
I appreciate
from the country. I'm from the old school. I call it ice water, man. We don't call it cold. It's ice water.
Appreciate it,
man. How do you describe your production style and how it's evolved over the years, man?
Man, people say I created neo soul or was involved in the creation of neo soul. So, man, my music always gonna have soul in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And soul spills over into hip hop and R&B, you know, and jazz. So I like to fuse all of that somewhere and have them meet in the middle. You know, I do smooth jazz music. I have produced a couple of smooth jazz hits in 2025. You know, of course I'm always, you know, gonna be on my soulful beats. I love that, and I love lo-fi hip hop, or just the act of just beat making. Period. You know what I'm saying? And just it's instrumental beats, man, is my thing. Yes, sir.
We'll get that at the end, because I mean, you have beats ready and available right now on your site, man. So we're gonna get to that here for too long. What separates a good producer from a great producer in today's music industry?
Man,
Just your simple professional opinion.
Man, there it is right there. You know, being a professional and treating your craft not just like a hobby, but treating it like a business. You know what I'm saying? Once you begin to be taken seriously by the people out here, then at that point you should take your business seriously. Turn your hobby into a business. That's what separates good from great. If you know, a good producer may be good, but in that room, in that studio, in the house, and on that computer, it never be heard.
Never be heard.
Versus a person who would treat their music catalog like a business treats its inventory, you know, and you know, once people start coming to you, say, man, I like them beats, man.
Yeah.
Then you may want to find out a way to move it and monetize your craft. And that's what separates the good from the great. The greats are known for success, from not just that because they wasn't making no money out of their studio in the house. You know what I'm saying? They turned that and they turned it into a business and they became the greats. You see what I'm saying? So yeah.
There you have it for one of the greats, man. If you don't take heed to this right here, this information that he's pushing out there, hey, I don't know.
You gotta treat it like a business, period.
Yes, sir. Treat it like a business. In an era of fast beats and AI tools, what still makes human creativity irreplaceable?
Oh man, this is the fact that, you know, when you're in the moment of creation, you know what I'm saying? You cannot replace that feeling. You cannot replace the fact that you cannot replace the feeling in that moment. You know what I'm saying? It is different than hitting a button, one clicking and getting a result, you know, but going in and actually building your song, that is like in itself is like an exercise or a meditation. You know what I'm saying? I believe that the gratitude that you feel, the gratifying feeling that it gives you is something you cannot get from creating an AI. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
So, I mean, there's a feeling of gratification, and you made something, you produced something, you know, you made something out of nothing.
Out of nothing.
You know, I mean, so for me, I love it because I'm like, wow, that's my creation. Like, I remember when that sample was just on that record, on that album, and I was listening to it, and now it became life because in my ears caught what I needed to hear for me to chop that sample up.
Yeah.
And here we are. You know, you can't get that out of AI. AI is like putting a coin in a machine and
hoping and wishing that it comes back.
Get a wish back, and because you know, get a fortune cookie that says something on it, and it has no value.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. What's your approach when an artist is stuck creatively? I mean,
creatively, man. Listen,
creatively,
man.
In the studio,
they need to stop. This is what you do. You have writer's block.
Yeah.
You probably need to stop being in the studio. Go maybe exercise, meditate. You know, go experience life a little bit. But I don't like to be stuck in the studio with writer's block. At that point, you know, whether it takes me a few minutes stepping away from it, a few days, whatever the treatment required is to get your mojo back in the studio, do it. But it's best to stop, in my opinion, to stop working and start experiencing some life. You know, go to a park and walk around, or go to the gym and exercise, or go breathe somewhere. Go enjoy some nature. Go hug your kids. You know, go in the kitchen and cook a meal. Do something opposite of what you're doing, and then come back to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get flustered and we run out of creative energy. Yeah. And, you know, just like your body needs rest so it can be energized again, you know, I would say the creative mind sometimes or frequently needs breaks.
Yeah.
So that way it can rest and come back strong and when you need it.
Okay.
So
I understand.
Yes, sir.
And educator. You know, we talked about music. We talked about life a little bit. Talked about the Grammys.
Yes, sir.
Educator and mentor role. You're also an instructor at the KSDJA School of Music Production. Why was it important for you to start teaching the game?
You know what? Just my natural instinct as a father to want to pass on what I know, what I have, my gift to my children was the initial spark in that. You know what I'm saying? But seeing that they took on some of my genetics and became something. And I was like, you know what? I think that I may want to start teaching and giving back, you know, and, you know, showing some of these young people, particularly ones that may not have the same chances as some of the other kids, like children with autism or neurodivergent children.
That was touching. I seen that.
You know, you know, kids that they say the odds are against. You see what I'm saying? It means so much to be able to work with those children. And first of all, their creative side it's beautiful to witness them create in their creative mode. You know what I'm saying? And the way that they take to the lessons and the way they can tell if you full of shit or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if one of those children, neurodivergent children, will accept me and allow me to even show them anything, that right there in itself speaks volumes. It's so dope and it's so valuable, and I feel like, wow, what an accomplishment to be able to teach this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, they've accepted me because they can see who's real and who's not. You know what I'm saying? They know, you know, and kids, you can help shape the future. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you're blessing people, man, you're probably gonna be favored out here. If you're blessing and it's coming from the heart.
From the heart, yes, sir.
If you're out here and your actions affect other people negatively, then they can say they call it God. Some people call it the universe, but your ass is going. You don't get that karma if you're over here impacting people negatively. Period. So it's, you know, for me to have the opportunity to go impact children, man, I could teach them something today that they may use 20, 30 years down the line. They say, what's the lesson about? You could teach a man how to fish. That thing.
Yeah, I got you.
That's that thing. And you know what I'm saying? And you feed them forever or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, so just knowing that I'm able to have that impact on a young person who the odds are against, give them hope, give them the ability to have a craft, you know, and part of my curriculum is showing them how to run a music business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so with the lessons of how to create, how to make beats, I'm showing them how to maintain their own business.
Yeah.
And you know, if they're able to take that information and apply it, cool. I'll give the information to their parents. But either way, they're gonna have the ability to learn how to create beats and learn how to run their own music business so they can eat and survive out here, man, in this world. You gotta have a skill.
Authenticity.
Yes, sir.
And that was one of my questions. How do you teach students to balance art, business, and authenticity? And you pretty much just answered that, you know?
Man, you know what? The answer is in the question. It's the word balance.
Balance.
That was the answer is in the question.
Yeah.
How do you teach them to balance? And that's what is required for you to be successful and have those three elements in your life. With you got to have balance. You know what I'm saying? If the scale, if it's tipping too heavy in one direction, then the other aspects, the other categories that you have as a professional in your life, as you know, as an adult professional moving, bruh, like they ain't gonna work. So how do you get balance? By what I told you just a little while ago about, you know, going and experiencing life outside of the element that you're in. How do you get balance? Spend some time with the family. Don't just say, man, this is a quality time with my family. You know how people do. Nah, man, just take some time, get up off the drum machine or the piano, Get up, go in there with the kids, go cook something,
Yeah.
go watch a little television, go mow the yard, go barbecue, go watch the game, go play a video game, go talk to your neighbors. Get away from it and get away from it long enough for you to say, man, you know what? I want to go, man, I'm ready to cook some beats up.
That's a good thing too, man. Allowing yourself to not meet strangers, man.
That's right.
I think that's a big integral. I mean, I think that's a big part. I don't believe in meeting strangers, man. That's how my mother was, how my father was. They didn't believe in meeting strangers. And when you understand life, yeah, there's some crazy folks out. Yeah, some crazy folks out there. But if you believe that you don't believe in meeting strangers, man, this just makes a whole world of a difference, man. And you're able to do that. You're able to find balance. You're able to do those things and have those things. That's why you see the successes of people. Wow.
Yeah.
Hip hop culture, purpose. How has hip hop culture shaped you, not just as a producer, but as a man?
Man.
Hip hop, you all in it.
Man. Yo, that's a great question.
I'm going deep into your.
Oh, that's a great question, man. Yo, hip hop culture they carried us and I'm a generation. I'm over 50, bro. I'm a Generation X guy. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So in our era, because you're a Gen X guy, I know you're not a millennial guy.
No,
Shout out to my millennials out here, though. Shout out. But man, we had an absence of fathers epidemic back then. I'm not saying I did.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Understand.
But that epidemic was heavy back when we was coming up, and there was a lot of gangster-ish going on, and a lot of lessons were being taught in the music. That's where, because school wasn't it for a lot of us back then. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. School wasn't it. There was high dropout rates in the late 80s and early 90s. And the crack epidemic, crack was hitting the streets.
A lot of that.
So, we was in the streets, man, and the music taught us, brother. And the music impacted everything. It impacted the way we dressed. It impacted the way we spoke to women, ourselves, all the slang words we learned through the music. You see what I'm saying? But hip hop culture really impacted me. I learned a lot. I got knowledge of self through music. That's what led me to get to the knowledge, that I needed back then. That ain't in the music now, but back then, I learned. I got my swing on the MPC, the drums, that came from hip hop. Listening to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Man, I could just tell you so much, but bottom line is we are, especially in Black America, we are products of hip hop culture.
Yeah,
we are.
Let me real quick, and I know we're getting close to time, man. Do you think hip hop is in a healthy place right now?
Man, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just toured with Erykah Badu and The Alchemist this year, twice. I went on 2 tours. I got to see it firsthand, being in the band and talking with them and my bros and other peers in the music industry. But man, hip hop has made a resurgence, and I'm gonna go back to Gen X, but we are leading it. You know what I'm saying? We're leading it. Let's talk about how first of all, rap is not even in the Billboard, top 100 or 50, whatever the Billboard thing is. Top 100 today. It was like for the first time ever, rap wasn't, or first time in whatever years rap wasn't there. Right. That's good. That's good, because that shows that we're not as commercialized as we've been in 30 years. And now the music is coming back to a grassroots level. And you see an artist like some of the greats, like Nas just dropped the album. De La Soul just dropped the album. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the East Coast cats from back in the days is dropping albums, now. So I feel like at one point I thought hip hop was on its deathbed. But now that I see the resurgence of some greats, I think that hip hop has a chance, you know what I'm saying? And is healthy, and it's gonna get even healthier.
Industry, reality, and advice.
Yes, sir.
What advice would you give producers chasing placements but feeling overlooked.
Don't chase the placement, man. Stop that shit. Create your own placements. Man, damn it, stop that chasing. They're gonna come after you though.
Yeah.
They're gonna come. So I mean, keep on shooting them out there, but create your own placements. And you know what? How do you do that? You know, look at what you got going. Look at what you got going. Find a niche, get you a couple fans, and build from there. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example how to create a placement. Man, you know, let's say you got a good 10 to 20 fans, like 10 to 20 people that would come to a store when it first opened.
Mm-hmm.
You got 10 to 20 fans, man. They love your beats. Well, you want to monetize your beats? Shoot, put out an album and put a merch line out behind it and just sell to them. Sell to them and grow your business small. Put out a couple ads. You know what I'm saying? Let people know who you are. Because, you know, like businesses do. Most successful business advertise.
Correct.
What happens when you pull up your phone? You see these ads. What happens when you go down the street? You see ads. Shit. What happens when you walk into the convenience store? There's ads up everywhere. They want you to. There's ads on the refrigerator door, and you go in and get your juice at the store, and there's a thing saying that it's $1. If you don't advertise, then people are not going to know who you are. It's basic business principle. You got to advertise. So I would say this. You know what I'm saying? Create your own placements, man, and you do that by treating yourself as a business.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Hope that answer wasn't too long.
No, you're good. I want to make sure you're good.
Yes, sir.
What's some lessons you learned the hard way that saved you later in your career?
Man, lessons to learn the hard way. Paying the taxes, paying taxes, definitely a lesson I learned the hard way because you got to pay your taxes. Another lesson learned the hard way is maintaining relationships correctly. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn how to manage my money, you know, and not be taken advantage of. I had to suffer behind that as a music producer in life. Managing your money is important.
It's important.
And as a producer, especially, once again, you got to treat your production craft like it's a business.
It's a business.
But managing your money, but paying your bills on time, and definitely not letting anybody into your business or your circle who is a detriment or somebody that's going to negatively impact your career.
Easy said.
Yes, sir.
Future, legacy. What excites you most about future music production?
Technology. Man, technology is evolving and it's doing things. And, you know, we are not necessarily using AI. I'm not saying AI is it. But what I'm saying is that now we have more tools at our disposal to get our ideas out of here and sounding just like they do in here once we get them out. So we have those tools, and technology is making it more convenient for us to create. So I'm excited for that.
Man, are there any upcoming projects, artists, or initiative you're passionate about right now?
You know, I've been working on the smooth jazz, man, with Jordash Grant. Shout out Jordash Grant, the homie.
Shout out.
And Vandell Andrew, man, and our projects. And there's another producer that we've been also working with in that circle, but he goes by the name of Droid, and he's out of Buffalo, New York. But man, I'm telling you, gonna like the music. It's we had a couple hit songs in the smooth jazz world that dropped in 2025. I'm looking forward to the next drops. I got one coming out on January 25th with them. That's really dope. So I've been putting my ears and my creative energy in the smooth jazz world and instrumental drops. I'm also, I'm pushing a campaign or a community. I said pushing, but what I mean is I'm getting behind them.
Yeah.
A community of producers. We're called the Sample Flip Community. And I currently have a project. It's called Sample Flip Season. We're in week 4. We're going to go about 12 weeks in full. And every week I drop a sample pack. Producers come, they take the samples I give them, They send submissions in, and we're gonna pick one from each week to make this album that's dropping next year.
Do you do this digital? I mean, not digital, but online.
Yes, sir.
Is it Zoom like a Zoom?
It's on we have a Facebook group. It's called the Sample Flip Community. It's on Facebook. If you haven't joined it, join it.
Now, this is nationwide, or are they here?
Oh yeah, we all over.
Here in net Metroplex that does it in the Metroplex?
Yes, sir.
The light turned on for me in my brain because I'm like, well, how can I get some of those people out? You come in, we can put
we can do something right here.
We can put this thing on the big board and say, okay, Jah Born, have at it, man.
Yeah, we can do it here. We can do it here. This is, this would be this is a perfect environment. It's dead center too, in the middle of the Metroplex. So, I can get people to come from Dallas and Fort Worth. So we can further the conversation.
Yeah.
I gotta get a little bit further into the sample flip season. So I was looking at going about 12 weeks. That's gonna be, so that means we're in week 4. So that puts us in February. Around the end of it. So, we should be talking hopefully around then.
That's what's
but
up,
yes, sir. That's the community that I serve, and hey man, I'm taking a submission each week and building a catalog for an album release. So created a placement opportunity for a group of producers, and that's what we're doing.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
I got about 3 more minutes, man.
Yes, sir.
And I got 2 questions and 1 quick rapid fire for you.
Okay.
Okay. When it's all said and done, how do you want legacy remembered?
You know what? I definitely want to be known as a person who is a creator, a teacher, one that passed on a golden gift to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And hopefully I enable those with the lessons that I've taught to to go and build something for themselves. Yeah. And I want to build a community of not just creatives, but also teachers, people that can continue to pass that gift on as well. That's that's what's up, man.
Rapid fire.
Yes, sir.
Rapid fire, and then we got 1 final word. Analog, digital.
Analog or digital?
Rapid fire.
Digital.
Okay. Studio late nights or early mornings?
Definitely early mornings.
1 producer that inspired you?
The Alchemist.
1 word to describe your journey?
Fascinating.
Awesome. Final word. I want you to look right here in this camera. For anyone listening who dreams of producing at a Grammy level, what's the 1 message you want them to walk away with?
Stay on the mission.
Stay on the mission. Stay on the mission.
Yeah, that's deep too, man. Stay on the mission. See now it's just easy said. Oh, stay on the mission, but see how hard it is to stay on the mission. That's the hardest thing to do in life. Stay on the mission.
Stay on the mission.
Yeah.
Stay on the mission is the word from Grammy Award winning, 2-time Grammy Award winning Jah Born.
Yes, sir.
That was our conversation with Jah Born, a 2-time Grammy Award winning music producer who continues to elevate the sound while giving the game back to the culture. If you took notes today, you should have, because gems were definitely dropped. From the mindset behind Grammy level production to the importance of education, discipline, and authenticity. I can't pronounce that. Jah Born reminds us that success isn't just about talent. It's about purpose and preparation. Make sure you follow Jah Born, tap into his work, and support what he's building through the KSDJA School of Music Production. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share this with someone who needs that motivation today. Until next time, keep creating, keep learning, and keep pushing the culture forward. Peace out. Thank you guys for joining us.
Peace.